All right, people, welcome back. Welcome to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. What a weekend in the Premier League it has been. I've enjoyed immensely. We've had some 1-0s on Saturday. We've had some crazy games on this Monday and a couple of good ones on Sunday as well. But we'll get the likes up for those 21 goals we see today. And let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Get that notification bell on. All right, we'll start with Saturday. And the Tottenham Hotspur have beaten Crystal Palace. Uh, Palace, the enigma team again. Tottenham have become the enigma team. Like, you never know what they're going to bring. Personally, I just think Palace are on the beach, man.
Yeah.
Past couple of games, they've just been kind of whatever, kind of listless. Yeah, they hit the magic number, and it's whatever. Harry Kane gets his goal and passes Wayne Rooney.
It was a good goal, too.
Yeah, it was a good goal. I mean, it's a goal that Kane on the back post. Like, if Kane doesn't score that, we're all going, how has he missed it? What's he doing? He's terrible, because by his standard, he's got to score.
clinical. It's clinical, right?
Yeah, but Harry Kane has such a high standard. He's got to. That's for Kane. You got to score.
That's got to go in, right?
Should be a tap in,
Absolutely. And
even though it's off his head.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's the perfect time to score too. They score right. It was on the 46th
Right before the half. Yep.
Right before halftime. And they were able to hold it out. Again, I just feel it was the casualness from Palace. My man Wilf Saha with some Reece James looking play out there. You guys know how I feel all about that. But yeah, did y'all get to watch this one? Any thoughts, any feelings on this one?
Did not. I just saw the goal. But it's probably a boring Tottenham match like usual.
Yeah.
I don't watch Tottenham games.
That's fair. I didn't watch this
I
one.
just refuse to do so. I don't care who they're playing.
I saw the goal. I watched the build-up around it. I thought that was I mean, again, I respect Harry Kane as a goal scorer and as a football player. I do have to say or scratch my head on why he wants to stay at that team.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a ploy to try to lure a new manager.
His brother
they're having trouble. They're having trouble getting a manager.
If we get Posh, Kane's coming to Chelsea. That's a tandem.
He's going to charge you $1 billion.
It's going to be a lot.
Oily will pay it. It does not
Levy
matter.
won't allow that to happen. Don't
He's
you remember what happened with
It's 11 months.
Like
11 months.
He doesn't
left
want
on the
He'll
contract.
never sell a player to City after he sold Kyle Walker.
11 months left on the contract. Either they cash in now or they lose everything they bet the farm on.
Levy refuses to sell to England, to teams in England.
He will lose Kane. 11 months left in the contract. 11 months.
Yeah,
if they don't get a good manager and they tank 5th, 6th, God forbid, not anywhere in the top 4 and don't win a Champions.
They're not going to beat Champions League. That's my next question. How far are they going to plummet? Like, they're not going to. Brighton have 2 games.
They might not even be in the Europa.
They're not currently. Like, Brighton have 2. They're only back 2 points. And
Spurs are in 6th place on 57 points. Brighton has 2 games in hand.
So what, they get conference at best?
I don't know. I think, that's Europa, right?
Well, currently, yeah, but
conference.
But it's a European, it's a Conference League playoff next game for them. They play Villa at Villa.
And Villa, oh, dude.
And then they play Brentford. So if Tottenham are going to have anything in Europe, it's the next 2 games, Villa and Brentford. But if Villa beat them, Brighton
that probably besides.
Brighton do have to play City, Arsenal, and Newcastle.
Yeah, I don't see them getting no points from those games, man.
They might give Newcastle a run for their money. That's going to be a game.
Brighton might get 1 point out of the next 3 games.
Yeah, Brighton might not.
Newcastle is going to be spicy.
Tottenham have an outside chance at 6th, 7th place here.
They got 6 because Brighton. I don't see Brighton picking up more than 1 point in the next 3 games.
Yeah, but
Kane's gonna
Villa
last
smashed
11 months. They have to either re-sign or they're gonna lose him
Villa.
on free.
Villa will beat Tottenham at Villa Park. 100%.
But then that puts them there. So, but then
Make them even.
Depending on the goal, how they get beaten, they'd be even, and Spurs would be in front of them on goal difference.
Is it a
And
lot of goals?
right, because Spurs are
No,
plus
it's
7.
only 4 goals. It's only 4 goals.
I don't
So
think getting beat by 4.
yeah, but it's
another game to play.
If they win 2-0, that's 4 right there. Because Spurs go down 2 and Villa go up 2. So 3-0 doesn't.
But
3-0 doesn't. I do.
But then they Villa still have to win the rest of their games.
That's true.
But Spurs play Brentford after that. Yeah, Ivan Toney's gonna bet on himself.
Oh God, Villa go to Anfield and then host Brighton after the Spurs game.
Ooh,
Now, see those games cancel each other out. I think Spurs 6.
Tottenham might finish 6th. Yeah, there you go.
Outside top 4.
Wanted to see him schlepping around Eastern Europe.
I don't see Harry Kane re-signing for Tottenham. I don't see him.
He's gonna resign.
Well,
I don't see him doing.
I don't think
he's.
I don't think he will.
Why? You have gone this many years without trophies. Do not make the same mistake. Bale left and won trophies.
He's not Bale.
Learn.
He's not
Modric left and won trophies.
Not Bale.
Learn.
Well, who knows what's going to happen, and it makes the Spurs Villa game even spicier because Wolverhampton beat
Enigma team.
Wolverhampton just beat Villa at home 1-0.
That is the Enigma team of the
coming off
Premier League.
It used to be Palace. Now it's Wolves.
Villa coming off the loss. Who knows? Lewis, that does throw it into doubt, right? So
I think Spurs pretty much have the path to lock up 6. And I mean, if we're looking, hold on, let me bring my thingy back up. And yeah, they're not going to catch Poole, so 6 is the highest they're going to go.
They're not yet. But Wolverhampton at home, man, they've shorn up. Lopetegui's got them playing good at home. They beat Chelsea at home, if I recall. They beat Brighton. Or no, they didn't beat Brighton. They beat the game before that. They won at home, and now they've beaten Villa at home, who have, been really, really good recently. And yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you. I think Tottenham might be able to pull off 6th. Villa looking like they might come in 7th, and Brighton just with an awful run in, just with a terrible run in. So yeah, I thought that Villa did their thing in this game. They played Emery's style. They played their game, and they had some chances to score, but Wolves get that corner kick goal, get the set piece goal, and set up and are organized and get the job done. Sometimes an early goal like that can be tough, but
Wolves are so hard to call, man.
For sure, dude.
So hard to call.
Lauren and I were watching the highlights earlier. It was really, really loud in that stadium. It was good to see that the Wolves stadium was rocking. I was like, all right, that's cool. I didn't. You don't really think, okay, we're going to Wolverhampton this weekend. It's going to be a raucous crowd. It's going to be a tough match. You don't really think that.
No, you don't.
They're wandering wolves. Of course it's going to be a raucous crowd.
I mean, hey, fair play. But I think the only other team besides Newcastle and Manchester United that have a shot at the top 4 is Liverpool, based on the last 6 straight wins they have put up after drawing Arsenal at Anfield.
And they get Leicester next.
Ooh, that's a
gimme. They're gonna kill him. God, they're gonna kill him.
Mo Salah gets the goal. I guess Ivan Toney decided that they'd get a goose egg this week, and so he was betting that they would lose 1-0, and hey, that's what happened. This one was a battle, though. I actually watched this. This one was a fight, and Brentford always give you that. But Brentford are another team that I think is kind of on the beach, to be honest with you. They played well, they did their thing, and it wasn't it was classic Brentford is what I would say as far as what they've offered this season, and you got to give credit to Thomas Frank. I think for what he's done there, and obviously it's the Ivan Toney show, but I think Mbomo deserves a shout out as well. He was really good in this game. It definitely wasn't a dominant Liverpool performance, but they were able to get it done. I think Curtis Jones has been good in the last couple of games in there in the midfield, and that's been really good for Liverpool's recent form. And it's kind of shocking to me that Liverpool have been so bad this season, and yet here they are knocking on the door because
We are the farmers.
Man,
Yeah.
it's pedigree, dude.
I mean,
Anfield
just a fortress.
to you talk.
Well,
Actually made me think. I think big club is going to go after Tony.
Who is?
United, Chelsea. I can see one of them going after. I would even. I put Arsenal there too. He would fit in all three clubs.
Yeah, he would. I agree with that.
It's the old adage, Jake, since week 3. If you can defend home field, if you can just do that week in, week out, if you don't lose at home,
Leeds.
you will compete in this league.
Leeds are the only team to win at Anfield this season. Well, Madrid, but Leeds are the only team in the league.
If you can defend how Chelsea won both of our leagues in the 20 teens, we did not lose a game at home. We don't lose a game at home.
That's the only reason United are where they are is because of their record at Old Trafford.
Because of their record at Old Trafford, right? It's the home field advantage. If you don't lose the game at home, you take away points there. That's all Liverpool have done. They have been awful on the road. Awful.
Yeah, I agree. I think it must be said, though, that if Diogo Jota and Luis Diaz
catch reds?
No, I mean, if they didn't go down with their injuries, both of them had long-term injuries. If those injuries didn't happen and they're both healthy, I think Liverpool are even higher in the table. Those two, Diogo Jota is a killer.
United, man. I think they catch United.
Diogo,
they're beating United.
They're going to catch United anyways. But Diogo Jota is a killer, man. He is just a menace in front of goal. And Luis Diaz he's like a little baby tiger that just doesn't stop and doesn't stop and doesn't stop. He's a pest and a nuisance. And yeah, I mean, he's one of those players like you say, Lewis, he'd fit in anywhere. That man's a shoe-in any team in the league. I mean, he would give Grealish and Mahrez and Foden and Silva a run. He'd put competition in even that team.
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan of Luis Diaz. Like every time he comes on the field, he plays for a shirt, and he's young. He's pretty young too. So I think that yes, Liverpool have their problems in the midfield because their midfielders, bar Curtis Jones, are 97 years old each. So that's definitely been a struggle for them this season and hurt them. But yeah, Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota coming back have been big in this run.